Hi. So I'm doing the journey spread again. I was going to do this once a month, and I find this one really interesting and so true. So the cards on the left, you have card 1 is Wheel, card 2 is Ten of Swords, card 3 is the Devil, and then 5 is, and this is what you're leaving behind, either one thing or it's you know, that speaks of one thing or 3 different things. The 5 is what is guiding you. 6 is the challenge. 4 is the why, and over here is the destination. I find this very interesting. So I feel like what leaving behind is time. Like it's the wheel, so it speaks of, right? It's new time. So it's the new time. You're going, okay, this is a new time. I need to move forward. I'm leaving behind an ending. So that's good because that's in the past and I'm leaving it. And I'm leaving the addiction. I have to leave this addiction that I have. And, it's odd to me a little bit, and I'm going to have to keep going. So I feel like whatever they're leaving behind, if you look at these collectively, it's, like going in circles about this ending with this addiction you have. And I think the why is this Page of Wands is about, receiving a message. Whatever that message is makes you go, this is why I have to leave these things behind, or this is why I am leaving these things behind. These are in the past. I no longer need these. I feel like, okay, so this is like romance, like, this is my journey to finding romance or a romantic partner. But to me, this speaks of a past relationship that that's over, and you're leaving it, and leaving the addiction. And this gets really wonky here a little bit. The why, the 4, which is, or this 4th card, which is the Page of Wands, is the message that has come in to lead you to leaving. There has been something that has sparked a passion, but it comes from a message, and you're like, so whatever the message is that's come in is leading you to your next step and leaving these things behind. These are done. They're over. So odd right here. So the star, what is guiding you? And to me, that speaks of depression, right? Or sadness. And that's why, like, you feel like that if you find something, then you'll be happier, right? So you want to leave behind. The reason is I'm sad, and I'm only looking at what I don't have. I'm not looking at what I have. So that is what's guiding me. I'm guided by my sadness, which is a little bit scary, and a little bit like, if I were to get into life coaching a little bit here, that could be a problem. And then the challenge is the Lovers. So the challenge is finding love, finding true love, and or leaving something that you feel like you love behind. Or, okay, it could be any of these things, and I probably will need to clarify, but you go, the challenge is this really something that you have to reach to remove the sadness? Maybe you're barking up the wrong tree, so to speak. Like, maybe there's something else out there that can make you happy. The destination is, a gift from the past. And to me too, that speaks of, are you looking into the past to be for that happiness, right? Like, you remember a time where you were really happy and it felt good, And so you are headed that way. Also, this is the destination. So to me too, this could be speaking of, I'm on this journey, but I need to, at this point in the destination, either something from the past will come back in. Now, do we want it? Because it's the Ten of Swords, the devil, but the wheel is okay, right? That's okay. It's just time, movement. And it could be that, because the challenge is the Lovers. Could there be something from the past coming back? Because the challenge being the Lovers states that if this is looking for romance, then, you know, the destination is going back to that past lover. And that could be a problem. Again, then I go back up to that 5 going, is this really the destination? But this is, again, a partial destination. This may not be the end. This may be just something the querent needs to go through to get to true love or true romance and be in a better place. So when I look at this journey, I feel really good about what's being left behind. However, the destination is looking back there. And maybe that's what it is too, right? Like, I gotta look back. There was this ending. I was addicted, you know, it was a constant roller coaster. That's what I see when I see that 10 right there. The wheel, which is 10, but when I see that wheel, I'm thinking a roller coaster, like going like this, and I'm leaving that behind. It's done, the ending. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving this addiction. However, I mean, like, I'm changing my mind all the time. It could also mean that you're leaving behind the ending, like that's the ending is not going to be an ending later on. You're also maybe leaving behind the addiction to it, which could, in respect, lead to something better because you will feel no longer addicted to it. And that's a good thing too. And it's a reminder to look in the past. I find this super interesting, and I have 3 out of 7 cards. I have 3 majors, so it's a pretty heavy duty reading. It's not overloaded with majors, but there is a few, so that could say something. I have a 10 and a page, which go in order, and I have a 5 and a 6, which go in order. So there is some synchronicity to it as well. We have cups on this side, swords, which is good. Like, swords is what you're leaving behind because that's what's in your head, right? And the Y is a wand, which is, you know, passion and, you know, action. So that is a good Y. And if we're looking at the other side, we've got the star, which is what's guiding us, and the destination. Those are both cups, which are both your feelings. And this is a romantic reading. So by ending with those 2 cards and the Lovers, we're talking about our feelings and how we feel about things. If I were to ask for clarification, I would ask for clarification on that Page of Wands, because what is the message? What is the, and this is the why. So what is this about? And if I were to ask for clarification, and I ask the cards to please clarify the Page of Wands in the Y position, I pull from the middle of the deck what feels good. The Hermit. So, okay, so you're moving forward. The time that you've taken to look at things closely. You've received a message from that. You've received knowledge from that. You've received your action for that. So that is why you're on the journey, because you've had that moment of, you've shined your light on the reason. That I like too. And what is the 5? I always clarify harder cards. That's kind of what I do. So the 5 of Cups is what is there anything to this 5 about what is guiding the querying? And yeah, so that's the 10 of Cups. That's finding, you know, okay, I'm looking for true love. I'm looking for, you know, harmony in my life. And in the destination, the 6, while it's not a hard card or a bad card, is the 6 leading to anything else? That's what I'm asking. I'm not asking necessarily for clarification, but where does this 6 lead? Because if I'm looking in the past, what does that really give me? Ooh. And then I pick for that. And that's the Knight of Swords, and that's about action. There's something coming in. There's action coming in. That it gives you, honestly, it could also be looking for that Knight of Swords to come in and take over and scream at you. But this is really an interesting reading. So clarifying that page, overall, the 6 of Cups looking back leads to, I believe, something coming back in, because it's the Knight of Swords and it's going to come in quickly. So it'd be interesting to see how this pans out. But I love these readings. I hope these are making sense. Sometimes I feel like I talk around, but when I read, sometimes I go back and forth. You know, I'll start and I'll do the whole reading, and then I go, oh, wait a minute, because I read over here and I gotta look over here. And that's where too, and this is kind of where I stumble a little bit, or probably one of the things I need to work on is looking at the whole thing before talking about it. And really like getting the feel before talking about it. The problem is I talk to get there. That's like my troubleshooting thing I do. I step, you know, that I'm a troubleshooter by trade, by who I am. So like that's kind of how I do it. So there you have it. That's the journey spread. Thanks.